So I said I was going to do this in the last RIP because honestly, Sunfire Cape has been an item that has had so many outright hilarious bugs over the years that I felt like it deserves some mentioning in a video on its own, because some of these bugs were just, they were incredible. Now if you somehow stumbled upon this video and you don't know what Sunfire Cape is, or maybe you're just bronze 5 0 LP or you're level 7 in the game, you have absolutely no idea what this item does. It's an item that creates a really small fire around you, and it gives anyone on the enemy team that comes near you really nasty ouchies if they come too close. Now, this is on its own really not all that incredible. It was generally built by tanks, not just for extra defense, but if they were struggling to do damage and extended skirmishes with their enemy, that small, little tiny amount of damage that Sunfire could deal actually did amount to something a little bit more substantial if they were fighting for longer periods of time. Now that's what it is today in its current form, but back even as early as around a year ago or two, Sunfire Cape was pretty horribly strewn with bugs. So let's run down the list of things that Sunfire Cape used to have horribly wrong with it that were hilarious. RIP. Now just over a year ago in April of 2016, for some strange reason, if you got a Cinderhulk jungle item and a Sunfire Cape, despite them both having the exact same unique passive that should prevent them from stacking, they were stackable. So if you bought a Sunfire Cape and a jungle item with Cinderhulk, you now had 2 auras of damage. So much damage to the point where I decided to get 4 other friends involved, and we killed Baron without actually ever really hitting them all that much.
Like how I'm tankless,
Okay.
like boys.
Oh
do.
my god. Just in anticipation, we should all smite at like 5,000 or something.
No, we
so have
shouldn't.
full
No, we
smite.
got to do this right, boys. We got to do this right, man. We just
Alright, don't
okay.
smite at all.
And this is
Don't smite unless someone comes.
yeah.
Oh my god.
This is easy, man. This is the easiest Baron I've ever done in my life. Easy. No one, they don't even know. That was pretty easy.
Now this was not a bug that was around for a particularly long time, but we had 5 smites, 5 Sunfire Capes and 5 Cinderhulks, and we pretty comfortably destroyed the enemy team with basically no effort whatsoever. All we did was just group up and stand around them and stand near them just to try and get kills. I mean just look at me. Look how invested I am in this gameplay. Totally riveting stuff. Yeah, 300k views for that video. Good shit. Now before even that completely messed up state of affairs, there were plenty of cases where Sunfire Cape would just work. Even if you're dead. Your dead body would emit that aura and damage other players who are standing around you. Now it was not uncommon at all for people to take a decent amount of damage in a team fight because they were standing directly on top of a Garen who was trying to imitate Karthus, which ended up in quite a few deaths. As well as this, hilariously enough, back in the day, Shaco's clone actually used to be able to emit auras as well, despite the fact that you could actually be absolutely nowhere nearby and still give the benefits of auras to your team, even if you're really low HP or you didn't actually want to go into a fight. So not only could he hilariously stack a bunch of auras back in the day, because as I said in my Evelyn video, the Sunfire Cape aura actually stacked, meaning that you could have boots and 5 Sunfires and just burn people to death. But with Shaco, you use your clone and you can have 10 auras all ticking away if you happen to be directly next to someone with your clone as well. And then finally, there's the ultimate douchebag maneuver, now the one that we mentioned in the Evelyn video. The classic Sunfire Cape stacking that I showed you back in my RIP Evelyn video. Of course, Evelyn being the most guilty of this since she could go invisible without being pulled away from it for pretty long periods of time. But it was really not uncommon at all to see all 3 of these champions in a single game and to know exactly what the hell was about to happen to you. Now if you saw a Shaco, a Twitch and an Evelyn on the enemy team and you assumed that they were pre-made, it was at that point that you should pretty much just give up on life, because you knew that if you so much as remotely strayed away from your turret, you were going to get hit with the hottest ass blasting that would put even Pornhub to shame. It was, and still is, one of the funniest things that I'd ever seen happen in League of Legends, and it's truly unfortunate that we never got to see its full potential by Sunfire Evelyn being played in an LCS game. Like I know it damn well should have. Sunfire Cape was an item that burned bright like a star. The warmth and love it emitted was as strong as the damage it dealt, but it was cut down in its prime with a single word: unique. Unfortunately, it looks like this means we'll never see something like this again in an item, unless there's another bug, in which case I will enjoy that. But until then, RIP. Hey guys, thank you for watching yet another video. This was a much shorter one because it was on an item, but I really like Sunfire Cape, and I did a lot of research and found a lot more bugs with it that I thought you guys would enjoy. The next one up is potentially, I'm not giving any guarantees on this, but it might be Scion. Because I fucking love Scion. I love old Scion. New Scion, ugh. Old Scion, yeah. So if you have any other suggestions for other champions you'd like to see, or items you'd like to see, please drop them in the comments, like the video, and don't forget to comment down below F to pay your respects. I'll see you guys later.